So how does the Lord feel about abominations? He hates them.
Right.
All right. So if the Lord hates abominations, what should you be doing moving forward? Not wearing pants.
Right.
That's right.
Lord, can you save my soul? Cause the world's so cold and I don't wanna fold. This life getting old, and I need your help, pick me off the floor. This life getting old, and I need your help, pick me off the
So what's your question?
Did black people do anything to white people first?
That is a great question. You're talking about this right here, right? How they keep on, they put us in slavery and everything, right?
I don't really know, but basically, yeah.
He wants to know because he feels like they're racist towards us.
Okay. Deuteronomy 28 and 15 real quick. So I'm going to show you why this is happening to our people. All right? Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All right, so us as black people, we are the children of God. You following me right now? So now, if your mother tells you to do something and you don't do it, what is she gonna do to you? Exactly. So the white people are whooping us spiritually because we did not listen to our Father, which is God. Does that make sense?
God is using them.
God is using them. Okay, Psalm 17 and 13. So God is using them to punish us because we did not do what he told us to do. That makes sense? So what did I just say? I just want to make sure you understand.
Like, you basically said, or like Ashley said?
Huh?
Basically. He said basically or actually. Basically. So basically, what did he say?
That since we did not listen to him, he's telling white people to punish us because we did not listen.
Yes, he's using the white people to punish us because we didn't listen to him. All right? So now, if that's the case, what should we do moving forward?
Listen to God.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's what we're out here teaching. All right? So, you know what your nationality is?
What are we? Huh?
All right. So you know we Hebrews, but Hebrew is a language. So according to the Bible, we are the Israelites. We descend from Abraham, Isaac, and Israel. That makes sense? Okay, so
What's your last name? Not Grace. Not Grace.
Israel.
Okay.
oh, your last name Israel too?
So we're
Okay.
Israelites.
Oh, so y'all know y'all Israelites. All right. Say it again. You know you're Israelite? Okay. So now, we just covered that what the Israelites need to do is keep the commandments. Does that make sense? So,
Gotta teach them commandments.
okay. So, give me Exodus 20 and 12. So, I'm going to give you a simple commandment that I know you can keep.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 12.
Uh-huh.
Honor thy father and thy mother.
So you got to do what your mother tells you to do. So do you do that all the time?
All the time?
So now, okay, so you got to do what she says all of the time.
Right.
Does that make sense? Because if you don't do what she says, what's going to happen? She's going to whoop you.
Punish. She's punished.
Hey, that's biblical. It's biblical. But, so now, and that's one way that you can continue to do God's commandments is to do what your mother tells you to do.
Right.
Does that make sense? You sure? All right, so from now on, you're going to do what she says all the time, right? All right. So now, give me Deuteronomy 22 and 5.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5.
Uh-huh.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So now, what would you say if you came up to us as men and we had on a dress? How would that look to you?
Weird.
It would be weird, right? All right, so Mom, now we coming to you. Read the first part of that verse.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So what article of clothing pertains to men?
Tie.
What else? Pants. All right, and you said that you know that you're an Israelite, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so now, with that knowledge, well, finish reading it.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So how does the Lord feel about abominations?
Despise.
He hates them.
Right.
All right. So if the Lord hates abominations, what should you be doing moving forward? Not wearing pants.
Right. That's right.
Just garments.
Huh?
Dresses. They're wearing just garments or dresses.
Dresses and skirts. All right. But now, what else? Because you can put on a dress, but if it's form-fitting, what are you really doing?
Revealing myself to
And who should you be revealing yourself to?
only my husband.
Only your husband. Give me 1 Timothy 2:9.
He don't want one to come learn.
Hey, we teaching everybody. So he's learned that he must listen to you all the time, but now we teaching you what you need to teach him. That make sense? Read that.
1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In the like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So modest apparel is what we were talking about, where it does not show your curves of your body. And that's only for your husband. All right, so are you married?
No.
All right. Are you still with his father? No? Are you dealing with anybody? All right, so Hebrews 13:4. All right, so according to the Bible, with you being a daughter of God, that means you're a princess on this earth. So naturally, have you ever seen a princess wearing pants? No. All right. Also, princesses get married.
Right.
Does that make sense? Read that.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
So God said marriage is honorable in his eyes, but he calls those that do have sex outside of marriage whoremongers and adulterers.
Right.
And he's going to judge those people. All right. How would God judge somebody having sex outside of marriage?
Not in a good way.
Huh?
Said not in a good way.
Yeah, but what are some ways?
Oh, what do you mean?
Like what are some results of having sex outside of marriage?
Oh, children out of wedlock. Fornication.
Well, fornication is what it is, but what are some causes, or what are some things that is caused by fornication?
Besides, like the father not being in the home, and we're not following his rules.
Okay, all right. We're gonna read this real quick.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 61. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed.
So now, did you hear that? It said sicknesses and plagues that are not written in the Bible. So now, I'm gonna ask you, is gonorrhea written in the Bible? Syphilis. All those things, it said he would bring upon adulterers and whoremongers. All right? So that's why it's important that we be married before we start having sexual intercourse.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
All right. So now, you said how long have you been knowing that you're an Israelite?
My last name is Israel. I was born into it.
You was born into it? So where do you congregate?
I don't. That's why we over here. I'm trying to find out where y'all congregate.
All praises. All right. So if you look on that flyer, we are at 7254 University Avenue. All right. In La Mesa. You can come down Saturday at 12:30.
Today.
Oh, tonight, actually. If you come tonight, we're going to be open at 7. All right.
I know it's the Sabbath,
So-
but I'm working tonight.
Okay, that's fine. But what about Saturday?
No, I'm not.
You're not working?
I do. I work all weekend.
All weekend?
Yeah.
All right, so
Oh, it's not Friday today.
say it again. Okay. Do you know how to properly keep the Sabbath day?
I do, and I have not been.
How do you do it?
We're not supposed to spend money. We're not supposed to work. Really not supposed to use electricity and stuff like that.
Well, you can use electricity.
But we're not supposed to. We're not supposed
It's no law. Can you show me the law that says we can't use electricity?
to. Oh, no, that's just how we was raised up. We wasn't like we could to an extent. Okay, like we're not supposed to cook. We're supposed to have meals prepared already and stuff like that.
Okay.
We're supposed to completely rest and congregate, like you said.
Okay. Give me Exodus 35 and 3, because I think that's where you're trying to go with that.
Exodus chapter 35 and verse 3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations
Okay, that's good.
upon the Sabbath day.
So that's actually going into you can't cook on the Sabbath. I was just wanting to clear that
That's
up.
what it is,
Yeah. So you can use
lights and stuff like that.
right, because you don't want to just be sitting in the dark.
Yeah.
All right.
I
The
explained.
wilderness, they had fires.
Yeah, they have fires in the wilderness. Yeah. All right. So, it was something else you said. No buying or selling. All right. No working, no cooking. All right. You got that? But there's one. Give me Leviticus 23 and I think it's 1. I got you. 2. So, what you said is correct, but it's a little bit more that goes with it.
The book of Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein.
All right, so what is a convocation? It's a large formal gathering. So you got to gather together with like-minded Israelites on the Sabbath day and
Right.
congregate. So, and you just said that's what you was looking for, right? So make sure you come down. But you said you're working.
This Saturday, not next Saturday.
Okay, so, well, do you just work like every other Saturday, or how does that go?
I have a regular job, and then Monday through Friday, and I also do hair. Like in the evenings, like right now, I'm going to do hair, and then on weekends I do hair.
Okay, so
I pick my schedule, but I usually don't pass up an opportunity to work.
all right, so, but if that opportunity presents itself on the Sabbath, you got to reschedule that thing. All right. So again, 12:30 every Sabbath. Come on down. 1 Corinthians 11 and 3 real quick. So do you have your own Bible?
I've got plenty.
All right. Do you study it?
Yeah, for the most part.
All right.
Not as much as I should, but
All right. Do you cover your head while you're studying it? All right. So read this real quick.
1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God.
So this is given the order. It goes God, Christ, the man, and then the woman. All right. Jump down to verse 5.
Verse 5. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoreth her head.
All right, so prophesying is when you're reading or listening to the words of the Bible. Does that make sense?
absolutely.
So that's why I said, well, while you're reading, you got to make sure that your head is covered while you're reading the Bible. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, and then why is that?
I'm guessing to like, I'm not sure. You could tell me.
I think
Read it again.
I think
Why?
that-
He said he think he know.
What you got?
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Right. It's hard to put.
Forgot what we was gonna say.
Okay.
But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoreth her head.
All right, so who's the head of the woman?
Oh God, or the man.
The man. So if you have your head uncovered while you're listening to the scriptures, you are dishonoring the man and ultimately Christ and God as well.
Right.
Does that make sense? All right. So now, what are you going to do moving forward as far as your schedule on the Sabbath?
I'm gonna start keeping the Sabbath.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word